Hello, everyone, and welcome back to what is it, episode two? Episode two of season two
Woo!
of the Random Album Review. If you guys have been living under a rock, I'm Brian,
I'm Larry.
and how the show works, each week we both, one of us, not we both, one of us chooses an album for the other person to listen to that they've never heard before, or maybe have heard in passing, and
Heard a few
we talk
songs.
about it, listen to it, and we talk about it for you guys to listen to, if even. So,
Yeah.
Larry.
Brian.
I gotta scroll down. Uh, my choice this week is from a I think her main audience is the Japanese market. So her name is CHANMINA, and this is the album Never Grow Up. I think I remember. Oh my god!
Things are
Press play
happening.
my YouTube video by accident, and it's blasting my eardrums. Uh, yeah. So, what are your initial thoughts on it, Larry?
So going into it, just based on the album cover, I mean that's the first thing, like especially this week when you sent me the album. I was at work, so I didn't, just immediately start listening to it. I just seen, you sent me it. I looked at the album cover, I looked at the song titles really quick. Based on the album cover, I just kind of felt like this was going to be very light and almost uplifting, if that makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
and we were just talking about this just a couple minutes ago before we started recording, but I really do like this album cover a lot. The use of the light in the background of the shot to almost silhouette her out, but not fully. You can still see the details of her face. The use of the light as well to create the refraction of the rainbows across the screen. It's a very, very pretty album cover. And
I think it's very nice.
going into it, I thought definitely it was going to be a little bit lighter, a little bit more uplifting. I kind of figured it was probably going to be pop, but again, I was kind of surprised by that because there's pop influence, but there's also a little bit of hip hop influence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was good. It was very good for the very initial thoughts.
Yeah. I think my thing of this is I think I was just listening to like a song radio.
Mm-hmm.
Spotify, pick songs based on that song,
Yeah,
and I heard Never Grow Up, Grow Up,
like the
and
song itself.
yeah, the song
Okay.
itself, not the album, but I'm like, this is a pretty good song. Then I listened to the rest of the album. I'm like, this is pretty good. So
Out of
that's how.
curiosity, do you have like a rough time of when you first heard?
But check my
Oh yeah, you can probably find the date, huh?
I'm gonna check my playlist and I'm gonna go to when I found it. Okay.
Finding the evidence right now.
Uh, March of this year.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it wasn't too
So
long ago,
newer.
but I have heard her songs before.
Okay,
She's featured on a few songs and I've heard it. I've heard her voice,
fair
and
enough.
I like her voice. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, so a little about the album. So album is called Never Grow Up, and there's a song in the album called Never Grow Up. So title track. It was
Yes.
released August 7th, 2019. It's her second studio album. Um, and I peaked at number 29 on the Oricon album chart, which is pretty high. I think Oricon goes top 100, so anything above 100 is pretty good. I believe, maybe.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of basing it off Billboard because that's like,
I
I
would
mean,
say that that's notable,
always
notable
similar.
enough.
It was on her bio page. Um, so a little bit about her. She's half Korean, half Japanese, South Korean, if that means anything. South Korean, Japanese. She's a rapper and pop musician, so makes sense about her songs. There's some pop, some rap, or hip hop rather. She's signed under Warner Music Japan, so pretty big company. She's trilingual, which is pretty cool. So you hear some of her songs, not all of them, but some songs she'll have in full Japanese with English, obviously, and then I think there might be one song. I don't know. I might be mixing up with another song that she did, but she might have a song that has all three languages, but mentioned very little.
That's
And she
actually
probably just like
that's kind
is
of
like a
cool.
word. She probably does like a word or two in Korean, maybe, or maybe just I'm mixing it up with someone else. But
That's got to be like
um,
so hard to perform because it's like switching between the languages.
I mean,
Even
I
if it
could,
is just like a short little snippet or something.
yeah. But I mean, like it's kind of like, I mean, for me personally, I can switch to Vietnamese on a dime.
Yeah.
Like if I need to, I can. It's more of like I think it's because like I think if you know the language well enough, you can just
Yeah,
do it
no, it's
pretty
a
simply. But
definitely a comfortability thing.
it's cool as hell though.
Very cool.
So, um, fun fact about Never Grow Up. The title song, Never Grow Up, was used in a Japanese drama called Jigoku no Girlfriend,
No
which
girlfriend? Man, called him
uh
out. Shame.
uh it is it looks like a basic romance.
Fair enough.
So it's 2020. So a year later, they used her song as the title track or the opening theme kind of thing, for the drama, which is pretty cool.
Is it like
Um,
I'm sorry, is it animated or is it like live action?
it's a live action.
Okay, fair enough.
Um, it's kind of it's kind of I don't know. I've always done this myself, but whenever I hear the word, there's like a word I use that distinguishes from anime or like real life actual actors. It's the word drama. Because in Korea, there are K dramas. You probably heard of the term K
Yeah.
drama, Korean drama. Those are all usually, real actors, real people, real scripting, and all that stuff. And say, and I just use anime as a broad term to mention any animation, and drama is just
Yeah.
for
Okay.
real
That
life, I
makes
guess.
sense.
Which I mean, that's how I do it. Makes it simple for me, but obviously everyone has their own, you know, way of doing it.
Yeah.
But because it was used as a theme song for that drama, if I were to quote the article I read it from, and it became a sleeper hit. It reached 10 million views on YouTube 8 months after the release and got gold for streaming in the RIA. I'm assuming the J at the end because RIAJ means Japan,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah,
Gold,
because
certified
the
gold.
certification in America is
There's
RIAA.
RIAA.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I think it's on this album too. Hold on. Oh shit. Um, yeah, you can censor that out. Okay,
It's
more work for
whatever.
you.
At this point, it's whatever.
It's season 2. We're growing up now.
We're grown. Sorry.
We're grown. Anyway, so on the album, the second song, "I'm a Pop," you second song, that was used in a Netflix movie on September of 2021. It's called Kate.
Okay.
I think we mentioned that before, haven't we? I feel like we mentioned Kate somewhere before. I think it was
Maybe.
another song, but it was on that film. So now it charted on a U.S. Billboard. It doesn't say what number, but it charted, which is pretty cool.
Hey,
So
that's something.
that's a win.
Yeah.
And a year later, no, yeah, year later. So in September of 2022, she released a full Korean song. Not released, but she was part of a full Korean song by a Korean rapper named Ash Island called "Don't Go." That's pretty good. Um, yeah, that's all I know. I got. So,
Hmm.
I mean, I said this earlier before we started recording, but listen to some of her other songs. It seems like some of her songs is about like empowerment of women. Make sure you're not like you're like not thinking too down about yourself because in a song on a different album that I was gonna do, but then I was like, maybe not. It's called Bijin, Bijin. Is on her third studio album, Harenchi, Harenchi, and one of the lyrics is literally, "We, I am a effing woman, and I am so beautiful. we are effing women and we are so beautiful. It's meaning that like
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna assume that it's just like trying to empower all the women who don't
Yeah.
think they're enough, which is awesome.
Gas them up.
Gaslight them.
No, not that.
Gaslight them
Not
into thinking they're
that.
good people.
Not that, Brian. Please. Come
All right.
on.
But regardless, so Larry,
Brian.
um, what what are some of your favorite songs on this album, or song, or none, even if you are rude?
Yeah, so none. No, I'm sorry.
Wow,
I'm
can't believe
sorry.
it's
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
sober season 3
Um,
time.
so I have it here on my phone because I listened at work this week. Not the same day you sent it, different day.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I really like "Pain Is Beauty," the third song, or yeah, third song on the album.
Yep.
Um, "Never Grow Up," the title track. I I mean, it's catchy. It's very catchy.
Yeah, very good.
Has all the makings of a very typical pop song. And again,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's pop music. It's just what's
Mm-hmm.
popular. So I mean, what that's what you're
Yeah,
gonna get.
that's
It's good though.
literally in his name.
It's good.
Mm.
My Own Lane, another really good one.
Violin's a good one.
I also really liked Cafe towards the end.
No cafe. Cafe's pretty good. Yeah.
I liked. I mean, for it being I don't want to say it's a long album necessarily. Not in.
It's in between.
It has a few more songs than I would say, but the songs are all relatively short.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's a good thing that goes for the album. It kept me engaged. Enjoyable
Mm-hmm.
album. Out of those ones, I don't really think I have one that like stands out above the rest. I think they're all pretty good in their own rights. What about
Agreed.
you,
Agreed.
Brian?
So I like the song that put me on this album, Never Grow Up. Can't
Mm-hmm.
really not put that in there. I like Call, the first song. Pain is Beauty.
Banger.
Like we matched that, and I liked the beat for like this a lot,
Oh,
and
okay.
I think it works pretty well.
That's
Um,
one thing to the hip hop influence, even in the songs that are, I would say, more pop heavy. I feel like
mhm,
she still uses a lot of hip hop instrumental or hip hop beat
mhm,
for her pop songs, or at least there's a little bit more influence there, and I think that works really well for the music.
mhm. Um, so I should have mentioned this earlier, but on this album, on Spotify at least, there is a song that is grayed out. And I'm
Really?
gonna assume for Spotify, it's going to be region locked to Japan. But that's just my guess. Because when I looked at the album, it said limited edition. It's the final song, sad song.
I don't
Um,
even see that on my list.
so I have a thing on my Spotify, or not thing, but on Spotify you can select an option to show unavailable songs. So like for
Oh,
example,
okay.
if like because I have it on because when no, I think a few years ago when Spotify was officially launched in Korea, a lot of songs like made a lot of like K-pop songs were just taken off, and
Mm-hmm.
so my the playlist I've been using forever. I may have mentioned it to you, but I made a playlist called Everyday One,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
full of like mainly K-pop songs. And I remember more than half of that playlist was gone because when that first happened, because of something between Kakao, one of the bigger companies over there, and Spotify, and it just nothing. They weren't like it was like 3 or 4 days, and they were just like not reaching any agreements, and then
Yeah, it's a
they reached one
licensing deal.
agreement. Yeah, and then one agreement. Now all the songs are back on work. Went back, and everyone was celebrating because
Yeah.
we can listen to more than just like 20 groups now.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Because
a similar situation to earlier this year. I want to say in like January or February when UMG pulled out. They pulled
pulling out
out of the
of
TikTok
TikTok.
deal, yeah, and TikTok
Yeah.
like lost a bunch of audios and people's videos got muted because of it.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, but it's
Licensing,
just like,
baby,
yeah,
woo!
copyright, copyright.
Yeah,
Anyway, uh,
capitalism.
so I should mention now I am currently listening to Sad Song on YouTube. That's why I went quiet for a little bit. I was trying to look for the video, and you stopped talking. Like, oh crap, I gotta speak. But it's not a bad song.
Lock in.
Really, it does match the vibe of the album. It's a bit more
Okay.
rocky though, a lot more drums and guitar and stuff.
All right.
Gives me a vibe of like Avril Lavigne.
I,
It's like that kind of like punk, not punk, not really punk, but like the rocky vibe or whatever.
you're
I
in
don't
the
know.
right
I'm
era.
not.
You're in the right era.
I'm not really
You're not as well
profound in
versed
my
in there.
rock
Yeah.
genres.
You're
I got
in the right
K-pop,
area.
that's about it.
You're in the right era.
K-pop, J-pop. All right, that's good.
You're shooting the right
So,
era.
The most important part of this episode. Any songs you don't like?
I thought you were trolling for a second.
You're
This
like, "Come on."
week, this week, I honestly I do not have a song that is like a bad song in any way. I thought this album was pretty good front to back.
Nice. Well, you know me.
Oh, so you hated every song?
Yep, I hate all of them. I actually lied to you this entire time. I hate this album actually, saying it's 0 out of 10.
Tough.
But no, I don't dislike songs. It's a known fact. I will never put that one album on that has a song I genuinely dislike. So
Can't.
we're safe.
Come on.
Yeah. But what are your But overall, I thought the album was really good. I liked it quite a bit. I don't know. It gives you some kind of like nice vibe. I like it. Listen to it. Gives
Mhm.
you chill, fun vibes. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, this is I would say this is a summertime album, and here we are. About to be this week. It's about to be 95 degrees, baby.
Every day. My phone says excessive heat watch.
Yeah, I got the excessive heat watch warning in the middle of the night last night. Well, not even in the middle of the night. I was just trying to get to bed at like 4 in the morning.
Nice.
This album, a lot of fun, very light sounding, very uplifting. I like the hip hop influence. I like the pop music influence. I think it's very cool. The use of 3 different languages across songs, very unique. I mean, this happens most weeks, but I have quite a few songs from this album saved in the playlist. So I mean, I'm gonna keep listening.
Let's go. All right.
Is it time?
It's time.
It's time.
Larry,
Brian.
what is your rating for Never Grow Up by CHANMINA?
I'm gonna give it a 7. Yeah, 7.75.
All right, respectable rating. I gave it
I enjoy it.
8.7.
8.7. All right.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to update the spreadsheet.
We will have to. It's been what? 2 weeks?
2 weeks. I don't even know if we updated it at the end of the last season. I'm gonna be honest. We'll check after this.
We'll check, yeah. But that was all for Never Grow Up. You all should go listen to it if you haven't listened to it before. If you have listened to it before, keep listening to it. If you've listened to it before, you know it's good. Unless you're a hater, then I hate you. But
Hater.
yeah, that is all from me and Larry. I hope you guys liked this review. What am I saying?
What do they got to
What am
do,
I
Brian?
All right, make sure you leave a like, click the subscribe button, hit the bell, check out our socials and up there, and see you
I
next
think it'd be
week.
down there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, just turn my camera upside down. I got it.
Oh, okay. No, you're right. All right.
Yeah.
We out of here?
All right. See you guys next week.
See you
Peace.
guys.